Whenever I'm feeling a little down in the dumps, I usually pull this poem out and read it. It usually makes me feel a little better, especially if I start to feel a little old. It's called You Tell Me I'm Getting Old. You tell me I am getting old. I tell you that's not so. The house I live in is worn out, and that, of course, I know. It's been in use a long, long while. It's weathered many a gale. I'm really not surprised. You think it's getting somewhat frail. The color changing on the roof, the windows getting dim, the walls a bit transparent and looking rather thin. The foundation isn't so steady as it once used to be. My house is getting shaky, but my house isn't me. My few short years can't make me old. I feel I'm in my youth. Eternity lies just ahead, a life of joy and truth. I'm going to live forever there. Life will go on. It's grand. You tell me I'm getting old? You just don't understand. The dweller in my little house is young and bright and gay, just starting on a life to last throughout eternal day. You only see the outside, which is all that most folks see. You tell me I'm getting old? You've mixed my house with me.
As a gentleman, I'm not going to say any names, but this one is to my good friend, I.S. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment is what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. Just want to make you understand. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you. Thank you.
This poem is dedicated to Stephen Shockley's dog Sadie. Arf arf he goes, a merry sight, our little hairy friend. Arf arf upon the lamppost bright, arfing round the bend. Nice dog, good boy, waggy tail and beg. Clever Nigel, jump for joy, because we are putting you to sleep at 3 o'clock, Nigel.
I'd like to dedicate this song to my dogs, because they're awesome. And I chose this song because, much like the lyrics in this song, then it seems to be a little repetitive, but then, when you think about it, life is repetitive, and, the song finds a rhythm in the repetition, and I figure that's what you do with life, is you find a way to make the mundane work for you, to go on. And the lyrics are as follows. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Interior crocodile alligator. I drive a Chevrolet movie theater. Thank you for your time.
Hi, my name is AJ Fillari, and I'm reading Tell All the Truth But Tell It Slant by Emily Dickinson. And it's pretty much saying you should always tell the truth, but make it more interesting for the listener than it is for when it happened to you. Tell all the truth, but tell it slant. Success in circuit lies. Too bright for our infirm delight, the truth's superb surprise. As lightning to the children eased, with explanation kind, the truth must dazzle gradually, or every man be blind.
Hi, I'm Kirsten, and I'm reading Hidden Mystery by Fred Burks. The poem is really touching because it's full of passion. In the deepest depths of you and me, in the deepest depths of we, lies the most beautiful jewel shining forth eternally. Within that precious jewel, within that priceless piece of we, lies a time beyond all time, lies a place beyond all space. Within that sacred source of radiance lies a love beyond all love, waiting, 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 ever so patiently. Waiting for you, waiting for me, waiting patiently for all to see. The beauty that is you inside of me, the beauty that is me inside of thee. In the deepest depths of you and me, in the deepest depths of we, lies the love and wisdom of all eternity.
Hi, I'm Kelsie, and I'm singing On My Own from Les Miserables. This is sung by a character who was in love with this guy who doesn't really love her. So I love him, but when the night is over, he is gone. The river's just a river. Without him, the world around me changes. The trees are bare, and everywhere the streets are full of strangers. I love him, but every day I'm learning. All my life, I've only been pretending. Without me, his world will go on turning. The world is full of happiness that I have never known. I love him. I love him, but only on my own.
My name is Geserick, and I'm reading The Road Not Taken. It's my favorite poem because I can kind of relate to it. So, 2 roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for the passing there, had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way. I doubted if I ever should come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, 2 roads diverged in wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
I'm going to dedicate this one to Cole DeHart and Dan Gibson. One Love by Bob Marley. Let them all pass, all their dirty remarks. There is one question that I really love to ask. Is there a place for the hopeless sinner who has hurt all mankind just to save his own? Believe me, one love, one heart. Let's get together and feel all right.
This one goes out to all the ladies and the teacher in period 3. Wrote the poem this period and didn't have much time, but I need the extra credit to boost this grade of mine. Sitting next to Miss Olsen, but she's no inspiration. I could take her breath away. I'm a master of respiration. Amanda to the left of me, hair looking like fire. I'm lonely, baby. I need some love to acquire. But how could I be lonesome? There's plenty pretty ladies. Amanda, Miss G, not to mention Katie. I have a lady turn around and done a 180, but the women, you see, they drive me crazy.
As a minority, I feel like my personal beliefs and what I want to do, it tends to be held down by the man or the corporations of America. And this is a song about that, and it's called Fear of a Black Planet. Man, you ain't gotta worry about a thing. About your daughter. Nah, she ain't my type. But supposing she said she loved me, are you afraid of the mix of black and white? We're living in a land where the law of mixing race makes the blood impure. She's a woman, I'm a man, but by the look on your face, I see you can't stand it.
A lot of people, when they're hurt, wish to seek revenge. This poem has something to do with that. Tears the mind can't tell are true, pain the heart can't share. Anger wrapped up in deceit, it's more than I can bear. The hurt and torture deep inside, the scolding pain of hate, the sadness deep inside my soul, the anger did create. The anger causes pain inside, too deep to understand, and the pain in turn will cause more malice to my hand. The scourge I lay upon you now, you surely cannot break. The curse will last for on and on, you made a grave mistake.
The poem called Friday Night Lights, and it inspires me because my passion is football. A cold chill across your back. You ought to know what will happen next. Lights flash on the crowd, goes dense. You lace up your shoes and get one last stretch. The tunnel awaits, people stomping their feet. In time for victory, it's time for a fight. You rush onto the field with nothing but pride. You're about to leave it all, for tonight is Friday night.
The poem I chose is Nothing Gold Can Stay by Ira Frost, because he's my favorite poet and he knows about change. Nature's first green is gold. Her heart is hue to hold. Her early leaves a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subsides to leaf, so Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down today, nothing gold can stay.
I lost a friend 2 years ago, and that's why I chose this poem. It's called Friends. As we walk our path of life, we meet people every day. Most are simply met by chance, but some are set our way. These become special friends whose bonds we can't explain, the ones who understand us and share our joy and pain. Their love contains no boundaries, so even when we're apart, their presence enhances us with warmth felt in the heart. This love becomes a passageway when even the miles disappear. And so these friends God sent our way remain forever near.
These are song lyrics from a band called Dreamers of Black and White. It's called Shadows of a Fake Smile, and it has to do with coming back to someone that you left. I will only miss you if you want me to. And in a world filled with days of gray, paint my life in shades of black and white. Like a black rose, but drawn with dark beauty, I am drawn to you like by the shadows of a fake smile. Nothing left but mystery. I will give up my life for one day to call you mine.
The song I chose is Who Says by Selena Gomez because it helps inspire people to be who they want to be. I wouldn't want to be anybody else. You made me insecure, told me I wasn't good enough, but who are you to judge? When you're a diamond in the rough, I'm sure you got some things you like to change about yourself, but when it comes to me, I wouldn't want to be anybody else.